right, now let me get on another subject. I want to talk about going the marriage route. Because I have experience in all three categories that I said a woman has to submit in some way, shape, form, fashion to a man. Either the invisible man, which is the government, working your job, the man that you marry, he's a man you're going to submit to, or you're a prostitute or escort. You're going to submit to multiple people at a time. Sometimes sexually, but it doesn't have to be sexually. You can be online, you can do OnlyFans. You're just submitting to multiple men to get some money. I have experience in all three categories, and I will say I want to point something out about marriage. If you are getting married to a man who does not have it going the fuck on, stay away from marriage. You know why? Because you're putting yourself in a position where you're still going to have to submit to the job. What's the point in being married if you have to work? You get what I'm saying? Marriage for a woman is supposed to take away her burdens, period. Because your husband becomes your employer. But what good is a husband if he's an employer and you still have to submit to your job? You get what I'm saying? Or you, like some of these men, their worth in your life only goes as far as them giving you a baby. That's it. They have no other fucking benefit for you at all. Okay? None. Okay? So stay away from marriage if you still are going to have to submit to having a job. Okay? Stay away from it. Unless you want to be real biblical and say, I don't want to have any kids out of wedlock. Okay, fine. Get married. But I'm telling you, if you marry a man that is not a boss, not a leader, and he still needs you for majority of the bills, bitch, it ain't no point in marrying him. Love does not exist in that relationship because you're not going to love him like that. You're not going to love him correctly as a woman if you still have to have a job, pay bills, take care of kids, cook, have sex, all of that. It's no point. It's no point in having him around. As an ex-wife myself, I can tell you there is no point in having a man around unless he is fully capable of taking care of you. Okay? Fully fucking capable, because this husband of yours is your employer. So why do you need two employers? He needs to be the only, if he ain't thinking like, look, I want to, be the leader. I want to, yeah, you can have your business, but I don't need your money. If he's not on some shit where you can make money, but I don't need it, don't marry him. If he needs your fucking money, there's no point in being married to him. Yes, you can be his girlfriend, but marriage, no. Do not marry a man unless he is 100% capable of paying every single bill. Every single bill, with or without you. Okay? Do not marry that man. You are going to be miserable, bitch. Miserable. Okay? You're going to start looking at him like he's a child. He will become another child to you. Because on one hand, he's wanting to be the leader and boss, but he's not paying all the bills. He's not doing what he needs to do to be the leader. I thought the leader is the one writing the check, bitch. If I gotta write the check too, that makes me the leader as well. And now y'all gonna have a clash, a power struggle. And that's where the hate comes from, and the resentment, and I don't want to sleep with you. I don't want to have sex with you. Because you got two people trying to be the boss and be a leader. The man is trying to talk about he the leader and a boss, but he still needs your help as a woman. Then that means he's not the leader. That means he's a co-worker, bitch. And it's okay to be in a co-worker relationship with someone. However, most men do not want a woman's input. That's where the problem is. So the problem isn't teamwork. The problem is most men don't want to be a team player with a woman voicing her opinion and having some type of say. He wants all rights and he wants to be the say in the head. However, he doesn't have the funds to be the ultimate say. Bitch, you cannot be the ultimate powerhouse unless you are paying the price to be that. And that's what's a hard concept for a lot of men to swallow. They think just because they are a man alone, that makes them the boss. No, you're only a boss when you're the only one writing the fucking checks. Okay? When you go to your job, your boss is writing the check. The reason why you're not the boss is because you're not writing a check. But the second you come into the room and you're writing checks as well, that means you are someone who is a leader as well. And most men are too fucking egotistical to want a woman to play that role. They cannot humble themselves enough. So do not waste your time marrying a man if he can't pay all the bills. Because he's going to want to listen. He's going to want you to listen to him. And it's going to be very hard for you to listen to a man that ain't got it together. I'm just going to be honest. All right? It is very hard for women to listen to a man that does not have it together. Okay? So if he does not have it together or he does not have those core leadership skills, do not marry him. It's no point. Oh, I don't want no kids out of wedlock. Well, you're going to eventually be a divorced ex-wife with kids. It doesn't matter. You're not going to be able to submit to this man 100% if he does not have it together. You're not going to want to hear what he has to say. You're going to have attitudes. He's going to turn into another kid to you. Do not marry him. You can be his boyfriend. You can be on this boyfriend-girlfriend journey with him to see if he does finally get it together. And then y'all can get engaged and get married. But do not go into a marriage with a man that cannot 100% pay all the bills. Okay? Or cannot give you the lifestyle that you desire. If you know for a fact you got high-ass standards, don't marry a man that cannot give you that lifestyle. Because, yeah, you can get married to him, but you'll never be happy because he can't put you where the fuck you want to be. If you got really high standards and you want to live a certain way and be a certain way, you got to stick to the education route, furthering your education to get to a high income, or be an escort or prostitute. Those are the only two options for a woman with really high standards. Or marrying a rich man. But because a rich man is not going to be available to all women, you got to be the educated one, the highly educated one, or the escort or prostitute. There's no in between. If you have low standards and you can settle for whatever, get married to a man who can pay all the bills, but you probably aren't going to be living as good. Be okay with not taking many vacations. Be okay with living in subpar areas. Be okay with that. If you know for a fact you're not going to be okay with not taking vacations, not going on dates, not living in nice neighborhoods, then do not get married to a man that does not have a certain amount of money. And certainly don't waste your time building him up to that point, because he's going to trade your motherfucking ass in. Especially black men. Okay? Black men are too disloyal to put your money into. Okay? Some non-black men, y'all can be a team and he's at least going to look out for you at the end of it all. Black men are going to 100% shit on you once they get to the level they want to get to. You cannot sacrifice your time, energy, and building a black man up whatsoever. He is going to shit the fuck on you. He's going to shit on you. He's going to leave you with another woman. He's going to dodge you. He ain't going to want to pay you. He's going to try to find all types of loopholes to not give you a goddamn thing. He's too selfish to take life insurance out on his kids. Your kids ain't going to have shit. Like, I'm telling you, some black men just ain't worth it. So stay away from a lot of black men when it comes to matters of marriage. They are not marriage material, bitch. Like, a lot of black men, they don't stand on values and principles enough to marry them. They're going to leave you destitute out in the cold, and they're going to disrespect you on their way out the fucking door. Not saying that non-black men don't do it, but non-black men, some of them are at least decent dads and shit. You know, black men, it's like they're a shitty dad while you're married to them, and they're going to be even a shittier dad once you divorce them. There's no in-between with black men. So yeah, do not get married unless you are marrying a man that can pay all the bills. And also pay attention to what your standards are. Some women, they don't care, like I said, if they go on vacation or not. They don't care if they live in a nice neighborhood or not. They don't give a fuck. Therefore, they can marry the average Joe. But if you know that your standards are extremely high, do not get married unless that man is damn near rich, or further your education, or be an escort or prostitute. There is no in between. Because if you marry a man that does not live up to your expectations, If you marry him, you're going to be building with him your entire marriage, and you're going to be so exhausted that by the time y'all do reach a certain level of income, you're not going to like each other no more. Okay? You're not going to like each other no more, and then y'all going to be filing for divorce. At that point, you just married a business partner and y'all help build each other up, which is fine. But if you know that you don't want to go through all that fucking work, like, girl, I ain't got time to be doing all this work, hell no, then don't get married to the average guy. Just don't. Okay? Do not marry him. Be his friend, be his boyfriend, be his girlfriend, but do not marry him until he gets to a level of being able to pay all the bills. And if he never gets to that level, then don't marry him. Just don't. You can have a long-term relationship with this motherfucker. You can be his spiritual partner and all that other shit, but do not legally marry him. Ever. All right. Bye.